Welcome back to another episode of Survival Shenanigans. Now, I'm not actually quite on the server, but that's because I was doing some testing with villager breeders. So this is the design of villager breeder that I am using right now. And as you can see, the new update just entirely, completely broke it. So I replaced the fence with an iron bar, and it has the same issue. The baby villagers are just too big, and they can't fit below. So this means that I have to change the design of villager breeder. But first, I'm going to hop back onto the server, and I'm going to get the two villagers trapped into a boat. So the reason that I need to trap them in a boat is just so I can get them out of the way so that I can work on the new villager breeder design. I'm kind of doing like a little dance. My shift key isn't shifting. But to trap them in a boat, I need to wait for it to be night. Now, the reason that I need to wait for it to be night is because during the day, the villagers will be able to breed, and I can't have that. This is because when the villagers breed, then the baby villagers will clog the system, and I haven't even tested the villager separation. Now, another thing that I have been thinking about is just pivoting to using the Raiseworks villager breeder design, which it was quite fun designing my own, but I don't know enough about the modern baby villagers, so I might just default to using Raise's design, which isn't a bad thing as long as I say it's Raise's design, but I would still like to have my own. Now, the fact that I wouldn't have my own isn't really that big of an issue. But still, I might pivot to Ray's design. I might find a design that actually works. So, yeah. I'll get back to you when it's nighttime. Alright, so now it is turning to night. So I guess I should just start making my way over to the villager breeder. Well, to the industrial district as a whole that we set up last episode. Alright, here we are. Up there is the current villager breeder. And there's an auto sitting right there. Actually, you know what? I should probably set my spawn so I don't get stuck into a drowned loop. Okay, connection. There we go. And he dodged it. He dodged the arrow. What the heck? Alright, so here we are. Now, I don't actually have free cam, so I can't see how well this is working, but in theory, that should work exactly the same. Did I bring any blocks? I did not bring any blocks. So I do have an ender chest filled with blocks. Yeah, gold blocks will work, right? Yeah, I just have wealth like that. So what I need to do is I need to not drop into here. I really should have brought some of my cobblestone. But I need to block this off. And then build up some walls. Just to make sure the villagers can't get anywhere. I'm gonna put that in my 5th slot. No, come on. When I'm holding shift, please hold shift. That time I actually let go. build up walls. Then what I'm gonna do is I'm going to disconnect this redstone. And then I guess just tear this whole thing down. Trap these guys in a boat. Get in there. Get in there. Thank you. And then, there we go. Turn off no sleep. And these guys will be unable to breed since there are no beds around. Also, I can just completely destroy these gold blocks, which is going to take me a bit. But once these gold blocks are down, I will meet you back in the creative world. Alright, so here I am back on the creative world, and this is the finalized design for a new villager breeder I have created. So the basic premise of the design is that there's 2 villagers who stand here. Then, once they breed, which they did their 2 for today, I think, already. But once they breed, the baby villager will pop out the sides, and then the baby villager will attempt to pathfind to these beds, but instead they'll fall down here and go over here, where then they'll be filtered out from where then the adult villagers will be filtered out, and then put over here. So this is all the same as last time. This is all the new stuff. It's the same amount of beds, and it does actually work. This whole dropper system is just mimicking the automatic carrot farm, which in theory should work. I mean, if it works with bread, then carrots are just another food source for the villagers. So yeah, now that I have the design, it's time to build this in the on the actual server. Man, I cannot talk. Okay, so now that I have all of the materials that I need in my inventory, it is time to get started with this. Alright, there we go. Now it's built on the server, so the villager breeder has now been updated. I had to do something a little different with these beds, but it should still work overall. And it's already... yeah, some of the carrots will go down. Maybe I put in a hopper minecart to catch the carrots. But it should be no issue, as when I zombify the villagers, they will get rid of their inventories. At least in the last update they did. I'm going to have to do some more testing with that. But they still should empty their inventories when they zombify. I hope. But yeah, there we go. Villager breeder's working. They're dumping all their carrots away. Don't really know how to fix that. But the main point is that I now have a villager breeder again. And it's automatic. So before I go back to my base and everything like that, and like describe what I'm actually doing here, something that I've been working on is this. This is an automated piglin bartering setup that's set up right at my gold farm. So eventually I'll be able to just hook this up, like when this chest is full, then it'll just go to the automated bartering setup, and it filters everything. This one's empty, but that's because it's iron. This one is a bunch of soul sand that I've been using for soul sand pathways, and it's quartz, pearls, leather, arrows, obsidian, crying obsidian, fire charges, string, blackstone, gravel, nether bricks, dried gas, but I don't even have enough for the filter yet. At least I don't think I do. No, I don't. And then everything else. So your enchanted books, your iron boots, your water bottles, your fire resistance. So yeah. I'm gonna grab some of these Soul Speed 3 books. If my keyboard could register that I'm holding shift, that would be great. And yeah, I'm gonna just grab some of these Soul Speed 3 books. And yeah, maybe some other things from here, but for now, just Soul Speed 3. So now with the Piglin bartering setup, I want to build a shop. Now, currently the only store is a fireworks shop, but if I want to build a shop, I have to pick a spot. The fireworks shop is here. The fireworks shop will be seeing quite a bit of traffic. 20 diamonds per elytra. Hang on, how many do I have? I have 32. I would be at 12 diamonds. So yeah, in order to get myself an elytra that I can actually buy, I'm going to need to set up a shop. So the source store is going to be seeing quite a bit of traffic, so I think I'm going to put my shop near it. Maybe here, honestly, actually. It's near the source store. Yeah. Yeah, I think here is a pretty good spot. Alright, so what store am I actually going to build? Well, there's quite a few ideas floating around in my head, but I think I'm going to do kind of like a spruce and deep slate house, where like the roof is deep slate, but the house itself is spruce. Yeah, you get the idea. But like a dark oak floor maybe as well. I'm not going to explain all of it, but the name of it, I think I like the name Bob's Barters. So I'm going to get Bob's Barters built quick. Then I'll be back once it's all built. Alright, and it's done. The Bob's, I almost said Bob's Burgers, but Bob's Barters store. It's definitely not inspired by Bob's Burgers in name. It sells pretty much everything that you would need from Piglin bartering. You have your Soul Speed, which I'll get back to, Quartz, 1 diamond for every half stack, Ender Pearls, a diamond a stack, Obsidian, a diamond per 8, Blackstone, a diamond a stack, String, a diamond a half stack, Spectral Arrows, Leather, Fire Charges, Crying Obsidian, Gravel, and Nether Bricks. Now, for Soul Speed, the way it works is quite simple. It's a diamond per enchantment level, so like level 1 books are 1 diamond, level 2 for 2 diamonds, and level 3 for 3 diamonds, you know, stuff like that. Or I might do a 2 diamond roulette for which book are you gonna get, who knows. I might not do that, but it might I am hitting all the other keys today, but yeah, that might be, I don't think I'm gonna do like this roulette kind of thing, but all 3 are on sale here. I have 2 kind of rows, rows set aside for 1, 2 for 2, and then 2 for 3. Another group of losers have been defeated. Now I can get back to my base. Okay, now that I have a store that I can call my own, I gotta fix this armor issue. I mean, the golden hat is completely unenchanted, slow durability. The chain pants, low durability, and it's chain, so you know I was digging at the bottom of the barrel for that one. And these iron boots are really good, but they are a fly's land away from breaking. Like, I even put just one toe on a piece of soul sand and the boots are broken. I do have another pair of soul speed boots here just in case, so I'm not making the walk of shame. And then over here, all of my diamond gear, which I think I'm going to separate out. The pants, the chest plate, the boots, the helmet. The spear's fine. Stabby. The silk touch pickaxe, the fortune pickaxe. The shovel. The axe is starting to get hit too. All of that stuff is all just completely, almost broken. Like, I think, not quite the chest plate, or any of the tools, for that matter. The chest plate and the tools are all triple digits, but the helmet, pants, and boots are all double digit, which is not good. Like, at all. So, I gotta do something about that. But first, SoCal died at Blue's base. So, I was just at Blue's base mining up a bit of cobblestone. SoCal happened to die here. Where is he? There he is. Don't worry, I got your stuff. Or a lot of your stuff. These logs, chicken, coal, good diamond armor, empty shulker box, type F. Honestly, hype name for that. You had a bed in your inventory, right?
Yeah.
Or is that mine? Okay, that's yours. Diamond sword. I do not have a clock. Only 2 of those ender chests are mine. Actually, I think only 1 of those ender chests are mine. Oh, here it is. It was just sitting in the corner. Yeah.
I think, yeah, that's all.
That should be just about everything. I hope it's just about everything.
Yeah, nothing fell into the water.
Actually, stuff did fall into the water. I just quick grabbed it. Because I knew you were around here. I figured you were at the mob farm because that's a popular destination.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright. Yeah, I think I'll
roll for something breaking now.
Yeah, I'll get on my way. I'm pretty sure I have to make a pit stop in the creative world quick. Just to get a schematic. And, like, figure everything out with villagers. So yeah, that'll be fun. Gotta do some zombie testing. Alright. Alright, I'll see you around. Bye. And do something about that I will. Welcome to the villager area setup thing. That is its new official name, the villager area setup thing. So basically over here is just the village raider we have from before. Then you can see across here is a little space. Now I might actually raise up this floor a little bit. Maybe to be one above here, or lower this to be a block lower, just because of, you know, boats. But, yeah. The only thing that I need now for all of this setup is a zombie. Now, I have a boat, but just in case, I also have a name tag with the best name in the world. But I just need to wait for a zombie to spawn, which means that I need to wait for it to be night. Why is this game full of waiting? Alright, and it is now turning into night. Is that? No, that was a button I saw. I thought an item was on the ground. But yeah, just now it's just kind of time to wait around and see if a zombie spawns. And hopefully I'll be able to trap it in a boat without getting, like, blown up or something. I have no idea if that platform can even spawn anything. I hope it can. Right. It is already changing today, so I'm just gonna make a quick pit stop over at the shopping district and my base. Now, the reason I am back here at the shopping district is because the source store now sells elytras. They are quite steep in price. I mean, they're 20 diamonds a pop, but I might as well. I'm also going to return that elytra, because I have no use for it. So there we go, I have my very own pair of wings. I'm not going to buy any rockets, but that's just because I have a bunch of stuff to make rockets back at home. But I'm going to go return this elytra over at SoCal's base. So wait, I just realized there was sugarcane out here, so I just farmed a bit of that. I farmed a bit that was on the way to SoCal's base. I did not touch any of SoCal's sugarcane. Do not worry about that. It'll grow back anyway. But there's a crafting table back here. So I can just take paper, gunpowder, and I have my own fireworks. Why did I break that? That's not my crafting table. Anyways, I'm gonna throw some of this paper into here and hopefully not waste any of my rockets. But I'm gonna fly. So I'm just gonna go back to the villager space, and then there I'll explain what I'm doing. Alright, so now what I plan to do is, when I was building this platform, you can actually see it now, there's a landmass over there. I'm just gonna go over there and get a zombie using the boat, okay? I don't actually have any leads on me, but that's fine. I can get leads. They're just over here in this chest. There they are. In terms of the heads, you saw nothing. But I'm just gonna get a zombie from that landmass over there. And I'm just gonna fly the boat up to here. Now, I am gonna leave quite a bit of this platform up. I'm gonna get enough slabs to raise this up the half a block. Just so then, yeah, I can just lead the boat over with no issues. So, yeah. Actually, it is turning to night now. I think I'll be able to just grab most of these. I hope I'll be able to just grab most of these. But yeah, now it's starting to get to night, so I need to just fly down there. And just grab a zombie. There's one of the new baby chickens. Yes, yes, zombie, get in the boat. Thank you. No! No! Don't tell me you can't do that. Please don't tell me you can't do that. I don't think you can take mobs in boats anymore. Ow. He broke my golden hat. He's killing me. Come on. No, 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 no. I'm dead. I'm actually dead. Run away. Run away. Does that guy have like a power bow or something like that? There's a zombie with a helmet on. In a much clearer spot. But I'm gonna go. I hope this copper... No, the copper armor dude despawned. Okay, hold on. Just a casual forest fire. I know previously you were able to carry around boats using elytras. Have they patched that out of the game? That creeper wants to explode. There he is, the copper armored zombie that I want. Alright, sir, get in boat. Thank you. No, no, I really don't think you can. I really hope they didn't just patch that out of the game. Yeah, I'm gonna go up and go to sleep so there's not a lot of stuff. So that everything's just not trying to kill me. I'm really just stumped. What if I fly horizontally? No, is it just any time? Is it just as soon as you fire with a rocket? Because it could just be that. Like, as soon as you fire with the rocket, it just disconnects. Maybe. Ow. Get around this guy. Alright. And then just glide. No, it's because... Okay, okay, hang on. Maybe I need to fishing rod it? I really thought this would work. Let me recover the lead, wherever that went. There it is. Recover the lead. I don't have any blocks on me. But I am right next to a forest biome, so it'll take a while, but I can just punch a bunch of these trees down. This is gonna take a while, but it has to be done. I'm just gonna punch a bunch of these trees down. Wait a minute, I don't need to do any of that. I have a bubble column. I can just catch the boat from the bubble column. Ooh. Yeah, no, just attach the lead. Attach the lead to the boat, and then just kind of swim this guy over toward the bubble column. Yeah, this works perfectly, actually. I have to stop the flashback. But yeah, just swim this guy and over to the bubble column. Then it'll just push the boat up. It's genius! There's no way it should fail. Now that I said that, it's gonna fail. Alright, now I'm here at the bubble column. I can just kind of disconnect this guy's lead. Whoa, not what I wanted to do, okay. My phone timer just started going off. So yeah, I get a third one down. Then I can just use this to catch the boat. This is gonna take a while. Okay, this is where I'm actually gonna use the axe. Alright, and now I just have to drag this guy up the bubble column from this end. And just get him onto that one block. Attach that. if I drag myself up the bubble column? The zombie disconnected from the boat. This was not, in fact, genius. I gotta catch him with the boat. Where is he? He's here. Okay. Boat. Nah, he's gonna turn into a drowned. Alright. So, that didn't work either. What now? Maybe... I knew he would convert to a drown. I'm out of ideas now. Got no mobs at all on this platform. Elytra's already half dead. 10 fireworks. The boat disconnected from the lead, even though I have seen with video evidence people using these leads to carry boats around. Actually, I do have a solution. It's called I'm not using zombification anymore, but that is a lame solution. I want to try to find an actual solution. Yeah, so if I think of something, I'll be back. Don't kill me, please. Please, just don't. And so, as the sun sets behind me, I have myself a new idea. A giant staircase way down to the ocean. Now my plan, go to that landmass, get a zombie in a boat, boat the zombie over to here, decide whether I want to lead the boat up or just have the zombie follow me, probably the second option, and then just, like, place a boat here and trap the zombie, and then name him with the greatest name tag known to man. My elytra is almost dead, so I'm just gonna fly over there, and I'm gonna keep it on in case I just need to fly away. Alright, I need a zombie, not a... I hear one already. Perfect, get in the boat. Oh, is this just gonna be a really easy in and out? Like, can I just swim? Yes! Yeah! Oh, this is working out great. Yeah, this is... Ooh. I don't know why I didn't think of this. You never think of the simple stuff. You always think of hyper complexity and how you can make it super complex, when in reality, simplicity is just better. In every way imaginable. Alright, get this guy over this wooden platform. Can I get onto the staircase? Actually, I have my own blocks. I can just... boom. There we go. I can retrieve the boat later. I gotta go. I gotta get another boat. Once the zombie is in the second boat. Actually, no. Hang on. Hold on. I have a plan. Elytra on. Retrieve this boat. Nope. Failed. Alright, let me go grab a second boat. There's a zombie. And now that I have two boats, I can just leave one at the bottom. There is, like, they can get up. I am lagging now. That is not ideal. Okay, okay. That zombie is out. Not getting that one. I did not know they could get up onto that tree. Why are there so many skeletons here? Because I just have to drag it to the water. There's a zombie. Good. Get to a good spot. Place the boat. He's now in the boat. I have a second boat, correct. And now just... No. Alright, boat, come on. Alright, zombie in the boat, elytra off. Lead the boat. And now just swim over to the staircase for take 2. And here we are, the cobblestone. Is it not long enough? It might not be long enough. There we go. Alright, drag the zombie just a bit more this way. There we go. He picked up my lead! He picked up my lead! That's entirely fine. And to top it all off, this is now Bobbert the Zombert. So now that we have the zombie in place to zombify all of these villagers, we can't actually get to zombifying the villagers yet. And that is simply because, well, I'm gonna need somewhere to put all of these villagers. And so, if I just quickly load into Lightmatica, you can see that I have a schematic for a villager system, but also an iron farm. It's a combination of, okay. It's a combination villager breeder and iron farm, and, alright, third time's a charm here. It's a joint villager breeder, iron... I have 2 fingers on my shift key now, just in case. But yeah, it's a joint villager breeder iron farm. The golems will just drop down there. Closer to sea level, I'll just take care of building a real quick kill chamber for them. Shouldn't be too hard. The only bottleneck would be blocks, which that I can get even more blocks from. So yeah, without further ado, I think it's just about time to build this. And yeah, I mean, alright, I'm not even gonna, I don't know what else to say. Yeah, let's just get to it. So, Flashback was having issues. Unfortunately, there's no time-lapse. Alright, so that was the construction of what you see behind me here, the joint villager trading hall and iron farm design. Now, unfortunately, that is going to have to be where I end it off now. I know it's unsatisfying, you don't get to see the farm immediately, but I'm recording this like the night before, the day before this releases, and yeah, quite on a time crunch, so I really, not only do I not have time for that, it's also like, I don't know, kinda late, kinda not. I don't want to deal with all that stuff now. And if you can see, I don't have a kill chamber set up yet, so I really can't start it up unless I want just an absolute ton of golems just chilling down there. So unsatisfactory, unsatisfying, call it whatever you want, call it lazy, I'll gladly own up to that, but yeah. As always, if you do enjoy this kind of content and want to see more, or even if you want to see a tutorial of this very system behind me, be sure to give a like, a sub, comment, all the usual things. I know I don't usually say it, but I will just come clean and say motivation has been a bit low, and the useless internet points are going to hopefully drive that motivation right back up. But that'll be all for today, and I hope to catch you in the next one. See ya!